Hey everybody, Chris here. In this video, we're going to be talking about another decision time for Dogecoin. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that little notification bell too. You can be notified when new videos come out as well as when I do live streams. I'll be live again next week. It'll be midweek. Wednesday will be my next live stream. Of course, DJ and Charlotte is going to be streaming again on Friday afternoon, evening time, depending on where you are. So check her channel out as she's having fun with the live streaming, talking about Doge and food and whatever else the chat wants to talk about. But I'll be back again next week. I am in Florida on vacation and drinking another Wawa coffee this morning as we're watching Dogecoin at 10 cents again. That's right, Dogecoin has recovered back up to 10 cents resistance line. What's the next move? What's the next move? Is it going to be green? Are we going to see a retrace come up, bounce back off an upward sloping resistance line or support line and then move higher? Or is the bear market going to take over with a retrace, a little bit of recovery, and then bounce down? That is the decision time we have before us on Doge. Bitcoin is recovering, breaking out of its downward sloping resistance line that comes all the way back here to January for Bitcoin. So it's a good move for Bitcoin right now. The world is still in upheaval though, and there are still red flags out there. On a Friday, we do have stocks still down for the month, but today, in pre-market at least, stocks are in the green, so it may be a green Friday for stocks, which of course helps Bitcoin and crypto to all be in the green as well. So that's how we start here. Is Bitcoin going to repeat its history? That's something we're watching. We go back to the 2021-2022 time period at the end of the bull market, November 2021. Bitcoin hit 69K. We then saw, going into the bear market, a recovery and then drop lower. And then we went into the summertime where things just bounced around at a lower price through the summer, into the fall, and then of course we had that last capitulation with the FTX bankruptcy and crash. Is this setting up to be the same? So far it looks like it, right? Bear market, we have a bit of recovery, bouncing around a bit as we go into the summer of 2026. We could see something similar. Many are predicting Bitcoin as that 60K that we hit earlier this year was the bottom, and we could come forward. Now, we had a very similar move, again, back in 2022, where Bitcoin had this big red candle down on the weekly and hit about 20K. And everyone thought, okay, that is the bottom, but it fell lower to 15. So that is still a possibility we could have here. From 60, we could end up in the 50s, but you never know, and many say just buy the dips. Just accumulate and buy the dips. Any good price around here is a good price. Crypto Rover says, look, the middle of the month, every month, the middle of the month, all the way back to October, after the 14th of the month, Bitcoin has been in red month after month after month after month after month after month after month. And here we are setting up again. This pattern is kind of interesting. Doesn't mean history is going to say what is going to happen next, but this kind of pattern, I don't know, we watch these things and we're just like, wow, I wonder why the early days of the month we go up, and then after the middle of the month we drop down. So there's a little pattern there we'll be watching. Bitcoin lagging or tagging major resistance here. There's a lot of resistance lines for Bitcoin to come over, according to Gel, if we see Bitcoin starting to move up. Major hurdles to overcome. I still think we're going to be bouncing around sideways for a bit, as you guys know. ETH as well is hitting a major resistance line as well, right over 2,000, about 2,150. So it's not only Bitcoin and Doge we're watching, but ETH. I mean, many still talking about Altseason. I can't believe people are still talking about Altseason because it didn't really happen in 2025. And why 2026? and the 4-year cycles. Why people would still be talking alt season, I don't know. We've got the Trump token. It's like, is everybody having a good time? Trump token up 50% today because Trump is going to have this big event for Trump token holders. And so a bunch of people are just buying up a bunch of Trump tokens to see if they can attend this event with Trump. Here we go again with the Trump token. It's just like, oh my God. But then, of course, we look at the Trump token itself and what its chart looks like. And you're just, man, is that really what I want to be spending my time in? Is this, here's the Trump token. It was all the way down to $2.70 and it spiked up to $4.50. That's almost a 50% run right here with this news about this Trump event and Trump token holders. And you just look at this chart and you go, man, well, I mean, here's what we do, right? We zoom out to the daily chart and this shows the picture. Because we were charting this before, right? Of course, there was the launch where Trump token went all the way up to $70 and then just down and down and down. We're charting it here, watching this downward move last summer, trying to figure out what was going to happen. We had a purple box after the October 10th flash crash where Trump recovered out of it and then went lower. So this move right here that we just had, pretty minor in the overall scheme of the Trump token. I'm glad I got out of this thing when I did. Lost some money on it, but I offset my tax gains a little bit. So, and I'm not buying this thing again. But that's what the chart looks like for Trump. Just had to, of course, cover that. And as I was looking at, again, at the Dogecoin chart, again, we see these big moves up. This is how Dogecoin trades, right? And it goes on these, this is classic swing trading. Up and down, up and down, up and down. So I wouldn't be surprised if we really look at this upward sloping support line, downward sloping resistance line, and we bounce a little bit more. Of course, a lot of this is on the backs of the leverage trading liquidations. Again, over the past 24 hours, we see more traders getting taken out, long and short. This is more 70% or so on the short side now because prices are going up, taking out shorts, over $100 million on Bitcoin alone, 77 million on ETH. And look at that, almost $9 million on Trump token now, which is mostly on the short side because people don't believe that Trump token is really going to keep going up. And some longs are starting to come in now. Here's Dogecoin right here, about $3.5 million of liquidations. But right now, it's really Bitcoin, ETH, and the Trump token right now are sort of leading the way in terms of leveraged liquidations. Remember, it's not gambling, it's high-risk investing. Not financial advice, any of this, but if you're investing in crypto, again, you're in the higher risk category, and we don't know what crypto is going to do going here. We don't know if it's going to repeat the past cycles or not, but if you're willing to risk some of your capital investing in crypto, and I know a lot of you are all in, I get it. It is risky. It's not gambling, is it? Is crypto gambling? Let me know in the comments below what you think about that. But right now we're looking at Doge, and are we going to maintain over this move over 10 cents right now? It looks like we're trying to break out a bit here above my my resistance line. So Doge is looking good this morning. We'll watch as it goes through the day. Again, leave a comment. What do you think about this decision time for Dogecoin on a Friday, end of the week, going into the weekend? See how that runs. Leave a comment. As always, give the video a like. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.